Alrighty. Let's have a go about it, shall we? In it, fish and chips and other English things, because, my friends, CitizenCon tomorrow in England. Big ol' fat in it. Hype in the chat, hype in the chat, hype in the chat, hype in the chat. The countdown. We're almost there. We're which, you know, it's just CitizenCon. Like, come on. No, really though. It's I don't even care how great the news is coming out of CitizenCon this year. After going last year, I'm obviously I'm a little bit bummed that we're not going this year, but it honestly, the best part of CitizenCon, let's just angle the camera a little bit. Here we go. The best part about CitizenCon is hanging out with all the people and getting to meet all of the fancy little space nerds you talk to throughout the rest of the year, and kick back and have some drinks and stuff. And boy, oh boy, I've been seeing all the pictures coming in from the garden. Our own community is all meeting up in Manchester right now, chilling at the bars, meeting CIG devs, meeting other people in the community, all that jazz, and it looks like good fun. We are going to enjoy it here from the comfort of our own homes, and I'm happy to join you for all of that. We've got our watch party planned for tomorrow. Mrs. Tomato is currently bagging the giveaway items, so you guys can get some good stuff from this very stream in about 24 hours. Our bingo cards have been filing in. You've got just a few more hours to put in your bingo card if you want to. And I've got all my snacks. Like my kitchen's stocked with snacks. I'm ready to record some footage, go and tweet out some reactions, all that jazz. I'm pumped. I've already started working on my Squadron 42 video because you know we're gonna get something good for Squadron 42. It's gotta be more than video, obviously. We need to see some actual gameplay. I would be absolutely undeniably disappointed if we didn't see gameplay, but between the things they've been saying and the stuff they've been working on throughout the year, the monthly reports, what they've been saying, and even the articles coming from Tom Henderson about Star Citizen and CIG over the last couple of weeks, it's basically all but confirmed we're going to be able to see at least some form of full demo play of Squadron 42. I'm guessing it's going to be a solid segment from Chapter 1, at least some kind of 20 to 30 minute segment of the game. So we'll get a good uncut view of what finalized Squadron 42 looks like. Not a vertical slice that is like so unfinished. Not a couple snippets of gameplay from different parts of the game. Not a cinematic trailer. Nothing like that. But actual, straight up, unaltered gameplay, which I'm really hoping for. And, you know, if we're lucky, maybe they'll release some kind of a demo, but that's a little less in the cards if you ask me. Anyways, today we're going to do some just kind of chilling and chatting and talking because we got 17 hours until the big event, and I want to sleep for at least 8 of those 17 hours, if not more. So probably more than that, because we're going to have some long streams over this weekend. So we're not going to spend a ton of time talking and chatting today. I'm going to show you guys what Alpha 3.24.2 looks like in terms of gameplay. I've got that update loaded up in the back here. And we're just going to have some last minute discussions about CitizenCon, expectations, all that jazz. Thank you for coming in though. Couldn't make it this year. Looking forward to the stream though. Jock Hop, you going to try and make it next year? Going to try and join in with the group, with the crew? Oh, hold on. Where are my alerts? I'm missing alerts. I'm so scared to move the Go XLR at all because this thing's USB connection is terrible. There we go. I think Juke Skywalker just gave us 100 bits, dude. The biddies. Thanks, man. Been watching all the previous CitizenCons to hype yourself up. That sounds like a good way to kill the hype, to be honest. The composer said this is going to be the best game ever. I mean, that's like me saying this is going to be the best game ever, right? Actually, I'm not even as invested as somebody who's composing the music might be, but we'll have to see. I'm betting Here's something that I think we can say pretty confidently. This will likely be one of the most cinematic games ever, Squadron 42. So if you enjoy that kind of game, this actually might be a really big deal. Like if you're like a Hideo Kojima fan, if you are a like a Hellblade kind of fan, all those kinds of things, it sounds like this is going to be right up that alley, especially because it's a space game like that on its own. Even if it's not a great game, the joke a lot of people say is that he's just making a movie that is they, the whole company, it's a lot of people involved in this, they're making a movie that is interactive. And to be honest, a lot of people like games like that. I'm not saying that's the game this needs to be, but that could really pique some people, you know? That's what a lot of people in the industry are looking for. Especially when it comes to space, you know? Space is like pretty fucking cool. You dig? Reese, good to see you, dude. Did you take the title of Dance Hyper today? I know Vassin is at the bars with the folks having a good time, so I don't think he was able to drop into chat today. But my spirit goes out to them. Hope you guys are having a good one. Trolling, welcome in. Azabon, Plywood Box, good to see you. The Mrs. Tomato, hyping up with the toes. Not a real toes, by the way. You guys don't get to see those. Sorry. Physician. Right. I get it. You're disconnected from SC. You own a Zeus. It's your only ship. But you're not even bothered to play it. You're playing a fishing simulator instead, having a good time. Ooh, what's the fishing simulator? Mrs. Tomato just got into one of those lately. What was it called? Call of the Wild? I think Tekna introduced her to it. Good games, man. Good games. Hey, by all means, I say it in my videos all the time. Now is not the time for most people to get in. And I said this in my video from September, where I was comparing, or I was explaining why Starfield didn't kill Star Citizen. And somebody called me out for saying that I would tell nobody to ever spend money on this at tech demo. And then they quoted me saying that now is not the right time for most people to play. And I just want to say to anybody who's watching, who hears me say one thing when I'm saying another thing, I'm not against Star Citizen. It's surprising to me that is how people see my content. I'm solely trying to introduce and educate people on what Star Citizen is, whether the bad or the good things that happen in its development. Obviously, I have some opinion in there, but I will never, ever tell somebody who's into the type of game that Star Citizen is not to give it a try. What I will tell people is that now might not be the best time to give it a try. Because you know what happens when you tell people to just try Star Citizen willy-nilly with no caveats in there? They go in, they try it. The experience is not what they expect. They get more disenfranchised than they would have been if they just waited. And then you've got more and more people who are just annoyed at the experience on your hands. It's better for people to wait until it's a more polished experience. A lot of people that's what they're looking for. So, props to you, man. Play your fishing simulator. That's what you should do. Play the game that's on your mind, not the game that you want to be on your mind. Azabon, good to see you, though. Adam, Peregrine, welcome in, everybody. Plywood Box. You've been playing Satisfactory. That's a good call, dude. That's a good game. Space Guy, Anton, Therius, and Zero. Shem Pasta, dude. Good to see you. How you doing today, man? Hope you're having a goodie. Fish and chips is great. You got to try a proper beer battered cod and chips from UK chippy one day. Dude, I've had my solid fill of fish and chips while I was out that way. But let me tell you, I will never eat fish and chips if there's no newspaper. I'll be damned if there's no newspaper around my fish and chips. Give me the ink on my meat and potatoes. Sorry, that was a funny battle I saw play out when people started switching to non-newspaper for that stuff. You stoked to see the Hornet model and all the other cool stuff? Yeah, man. They had that up on the map here. And like, Nobody was thinking they would actually have a full-on Hornet model, but Jesus, how, like, what did they have to do to get that there? I'm just hearing whispers and murmurs that it actually exists. I'm not going to leak anything or anything like that, but oh boy. Meme Guppy, good to see you. Kinda hyped is a good level of hype to be. Don't be like me, all right? Don't stew in the hype. It's not healthy. Echo, you'll be getting back from a bar crawl tonight, so you might be hammered. Y'all have been warned. Looking forward to the hammered Echo messages. We will be having a cooking stream after this stream, so I will also be slightly hammered for that. Not too much, because I do have to wake up for the streams tomorrow morning, but we'll be making some Turkish poutine, and that's not like a type of dish. It's literally just poutine with some Turkish ingredients. And then Mrs. Tomato's going to be making herself a lovely salad that she loves for dinner. We're calling it, she has labeled it as the Tomatoes Dinner, because oftentimes I will have an absolutely terrible for you dish that she makes pretty good for me. Fried goods, good meats, heavy on the sauces, and then she'll have like a nice pasta salad that it's like comparing the Northeast to the Southwest, you know, or the Northwest to the Southeast. That's the one. Chris will do a part 1 through 10 walkthrough of Squadron 42 live on stage. Dude, if Chris does anything on stage, like you could go through all of the CitizenCons past, and Chris on stage is just it's kind of funny to me, because he'll both be trying to give you some narration as to what's going on, but also direct the people who are playing, and also give like some of his own sort of behind the scenes opinions on it. So it's like 3 different personas standing on his shoulders telling him to tell the crowd something, and he's just going back and forth the whole time. They were a lot better last year, I think partially because he wasn't the person guiding the people behind the scenes and narrating. He was just there to talk. But if you go back to like 2018, 2019, 2017, any time before 2020, it was just it was such an endeavor on his part. And I'm sure he'll be on stage for the Squadron 42 demo, but I do hope he just like lets us breathe it in, soak it in for all of its cinematic glory and all the work everybody's put in for it. That being said, he's been working a long time at this, and he's put up with a lot of crap for it. And while the timeline that it has faced is in no small part because of him and his desires and how he wants to do things, he should get to hype it up a little bit on stage, you know, have a little fun with it. Live it up while it's there. Is Squadron 42 going to be open world? Not necessarily. Like, you're playing a Navy campaign. Now, I can't say I know exactly how the game's going to be. I think we'll get a very definitive idea of that tomorrow. He can finally say tomorrow. But I do think that at the end of the day, it will have some open elements to it and how you can go about missions and when you can go about missions and stuff like that. But it's also going to be slightly on the rails in the sense that they're guiding you through the story. From what I've heard, Wing Commander has a branching story, so there's that. But it's not going to be open world like your, you know, Starfield or Cyberpunk or Skyrim or Elden Ring or something like that. At this point, you're more hyped for Squadron than Star Citizen. Dude, I think that's where the hype lies, to be honest. I think that we are going to end up, after this CitizenCon, being more excited to see what happens with Squadron than with Star Citizen. I think the things going into Star Citizen are amazing and great, and they are looking to do good stuff with it. But the fact of the matter is that they've put more effort into Squadron by now than Star Citizen, and we're going to reap those benefits much earlier, I think. Russian Fishing 4 is your okay. That's definitely not Call of the Wild. Big fan. One question: when does CitizenCon start? You've heard 3 different things. Tell me straight. CitizenCon is what we have, the countdown right here. You've probably heard 3 different things because technically CitizenCon starts at 9 a.m., right? Let me see. 10:30 a.m. BST. Wait, what? So 11:30 a.m. our time. So the doors open, I believe, at 9 a.m. UTC. Their own stream starts at 9:30 UTC. But the first panel doesn't actually start until 10 a.m. UTC. That's probably why you've heard 3 different times. Venue opens, stream starts, and then panels actually start. So it's a little bit confusing, but you want to definitely be here watching or wherever you're going to watch by 10 a.m. UTC tomorrow. People waste hundreds on McDonald's a year. Star Citizen's not a bad buy. Bruh, is McDonald's ever a waste if you're specifically if you're buying the fries though? Okay. Can we all agree that McDonald's has the best fries? They hit every time. As long as they're hot. Fries are like the craziest thing to me. They are one of the best things you can eat when they're hot, and they're honestly one of the worst things in my opinion when they're cold. Really just such a temperature dependent food. Yeah, it's very early for Americans this year. Very early. That's why. So we were actually going to move back over to live with my parents in the US. That's where we're going after this. Like next weekend, we'll be heading back over there for the time being. We were going to do that before CitizenCon, but then we were like, hold on, hold your horses. It's like 2 a.m. in the morning in California. We're going to do that over here first. Sounds better. Man, I'm way behind on chat. Y'all are lively today. Good to see it. Good to hear it. You guys hyped? You ready? You excited? Obviously, everything we see tomorrow is not going to be coming within a couple months, possibly not even within a year. Like, everything that we see, remember to take it as the direction they're going in, as the plans that they have. But of course, it's not always going to be something that gets delivered very quickly, and that sucks and it's annoying, but it's just the way it is. They've been doing better and better throughout the last few years, definitely, than they used to do. Like, I would say in 2017, 2018, you might not see some of the things that they were showing for 3 years. And it feels like they've shortened that period now to like 18 months, which is nice. But it's still more indicative of the direction and the things they're focused on rather than the things they're going to deliver. A lot of times they'll get to a point and they're like, hey, you know what? We got to shift. We got to shift some of our priorities and not work on that stuff. Underground facilities, building interiors, where are they? Right? Sometimes that stuff just gets buried. And it might not even happen. CR giving a Star Citizen release date. I will die. Don't do that, please. What region are we in now? We're in Turkey. My wife's home country. The good land of good foods. Evo NDA lifted tonight. What does that mean? That can't possibly mean they're going to PTU with 4.0, right? That would be not a great idea. Hoping we'll see fewer art directors and more gameplay directors. Oh, but I love my man Ian Leyland. Granted, I agree. I'd like to see more gameplay for sure. Dante, good to see you. Hoping we'll see... Oh, I just read that, literally. You feel like coffee is up there with fries as most temperature-dependent foods. Hot, delicious, and invigorating. Ice-cold, delicious, and invigorating. Room temperature tastes like foot. Foot. I'm not a big coffee fan, but I feel you on the tea side of that statement. Unknown. Geometry, thank you for the super chat on YouTube. Have I seen the Insider Gaming article about SC today? I have. I actually just referenced it about how it kind of gives us the inside scoop that there will be a demo of Squadron 42 at CitizenCon. Like, we all basically are expecting that. But if you look here, there's a massive redacted segment right here. And it's almost undoubtable at this point that that's going to be a Squadron 42 demo. Waiting 2 hours before Manchester Bar Citizen begins. Woo! Dude, if you want, you can hop into our Discord. We've got a whole group of people who are already out there chilling at the bar, getting their pregame on, having a good time, chatting and hanging out. I think there's a couple CIG devs over there. There may or may not be. Who knows? I've kind of lost track of what everyone is doing, but I know some devs are out and about, content creators out and about, our own communities out and about. So hit up the Discord if you want to find some people to hang out with and roll through with. Would we be able to replace the Wii emoji in the hype command with the animated one? Oh, Mrs. Tomato, they want the hype command to spawn some moving emotes. I dig it. Get that movement going around. Back in Cali, West Coast, Best Coast, no doubt. Yeah, nope on it being 2 a.m. though, right? What ships do I think the tease was in the 3 days post? Oh, I don't even know, man. We can stream it. What, 4.0? Are they testing 4.0 right now? The NDA lift is only for tonight's release. They're like, hey guys, CitizenCon is tomorrow. Build some noise for us. When is the wait? Where is that happening? Is there some messaging on that or something? Let's see. Let me see if I can find that. Oh yeah, they're definitely they're building the hype for sure. Let me log in. Dude, if I can play that right now, that's pretty cool. I still have not been able to get in there. It's always the test is always at like 2 a.m. my time. I'm sorry, but that's that's not the time that I am naturally awake. We have an Evocati 4.0 build playtest scheduled for early afternoon today. Early afternoon today means exactly that, like 2 a.m. my time. This will be a special one with NDA lifted for this release only for showing the build and streaming screenshots and videos. Yeah, it's to build a hype. Well, I probably will not be awake for that, but hope it's enjoyable. Turkish poutine, we're literally just going to throw some donut and kavurma on fries with cheese, you know. It's a bastardization of the lovely legendary dish. It's games journalism, don't care what name it is on. You can't take any of it seriously, sources say, and then doesn't link a source. Honestly, the articles from Tom Henderson don't really say too much that we don't already know or suspect from things that have been happening. Whoa! But, he's a fairly reliable source. I would not be surprised if there's difficulties in Star Citizen's development. I think anybody who doesn't think there have been difficulties in Star Citizen or Squadron 42's development may not have been watching long enough. Doesn't mean the sky is falling. Toes. For fries to always be fresh, ask for no salt. They have to make a fresh batch. Oh, J-Freak. Yo, that's not bad. That's a good call. And then when they bring the fries to the table, you're like, can you bring extra salt to the table for me, please? Thank you. What part of Cali will you be in? We're NorCal. Lovely NorCal. I went to school in LA, but family's from NorCal. They're using time and money for a test they don't really need to do. They're doing this for PR and marketing. If there was no CitizenCon, this test wouldn't happen. I mean, Holmes, if the test brings more eyes to CitizenCon and then CitizenCon brings more money into their pockets, it does sound like it's a worthwhile endeavor for them. Money is as important to the development of this game as testing the actual development of the game. Sorry to say it. It's not great. Nobody likes talking about money, but they need money to run the game. And the more money they can bring in, the less they have to screw over their developers with crappy practices to get the most productivity out of them, you know? Well, preferably. some people will take the money and also screw over their employees. But from what I've seen, CIG does seem to be a pretty caring employer when they have the means to be. Soon enough, you'll be old enough to wake up at 2 a.m. like the rest of us. At that point, I'm just going to stay awake. Why am I moving back stateside? Oh, there's plenty of reasons. But we do try to see my family for the holidays. Thanksgiving, my birthday, my sister's birthday, Christmas. We try to be back there for that time period, but we want to settle down our roots and like have a place. Right now, anytime we're in the States, we're living with my parents, and we would like to be over there enough to like validate renting an apartment at some point. Do you think Chris Roberts is a lizard? Like, and with the lasers in space and stuff? Is that whole thing? Wonder how they plan to pivot the funding model after launch. Oh. Cosmetics will be a big part of that. You tried the patch live, but it is very bad. Only for you? Well, we're going to hop in here in a little bit and see. And I bet people who are watching this after the fact are like, okay, yeah, when? You could buy a place and rent it out like Airbnb when you're not there. We'd have to be able to buy a place first. Oh boy. We're gonna spend a lot of our time there. And honestly, not really the type of people to live and, do the whole live in our place while we're not there kind of thing. Whoa, what's going on with my... Hey. There we go. Sorry, my windows are all messed up here. Firebeans, hey, thanks for the Prime sub. Just now seeing that. Appreciate you, buddy. As always, I'm gonna let the folks know, Prime subs on Twitch. If you have Amazon Prime, you can throw a sub to your favorite tomato or your favorite streamer, whoever that might be, to support them. Not only does that plant a tomato, it also stops Jeff Bezos from building his space station, I've been told. Trust me on that, bro. Stumafu, what's up, man? Good to see you. I'm doing well. Everyone assuming you're rich. Yeah, man, we just fuel up the old jet out back and take our flight over. Just stop by Manchester on the way out there. take the flight on back over to the good old Outback, California. Dude, extra ready for CitizenCon. I've been ready for CitizenCon since June, when the news around Star Citizen started to die off for the year. Who doesn't love the summer lull? Narth, thanks for the Prime sub, mate. Appreciate you. Night Error, you as well. You guys are great, contributing to the anti-Bezos Star Citizen or Star Space Station Fund. Much love, guys. Where are all the little plum tomatoes at? We prefer the term little reds. Thanks for all the content. Appreciate you and your wife. Thank you for watching and being a part of the community. We appreciate you. Honestly, you have no idea. Lord Skippy, you guys know, Lord Skippy was just visiting us over the course of this last week. He's out at CitizenCon now. But we talked to him a bunch about like how much we just enjoy our community. If you didn't hear him talk about how just absolutely far away from the city out here we live, we're pretty separated from civilization. So this whole community on Discord, on Twitch, on YouTube, just like talking with you guys, that's almost all of the outside interaction we get. So we are super appreciative of all of you guys. We love getting to talk with you all in the Discord about all the different things. We have like food on there. We have pets, real life stuff, Star Citizen, of course, but other video games. Like it's just, you know, that helps us get out too. So I mean it when I say I appreciate you. What do you got against space stations? Hey man, I've got nothing. I just think if anybody's going to build the first space station, the first privatized space station, you know, it should be a community, not one person. You dig? That's what they should have funded with the Save the Expanse campaign. I did read the article on CIG, yeah. The MR Sully. MR Sully. Been ready for this since CitizenCon 2016. Don't know what to expect. This will be your first Nerd Fest. It's a good time, Nerd Fest, man. It's a good time. We'll get swept up in the hype, and then we'll come back a couple days later and be like, okay, settle down, everybody. Oh, Mose DK. Yo, thank you for the gifted subs. And wow. And then Swimmer came in with the Prime sub. And we got a hype train. Look, it's the train. Oh, shoot. No, it's over there. We got a train on the thing. Thank you, man. Much love, buddy. Appreciate you guys on Twitch. Would be really fun to see just how much they managed to deliver since last CitizenCon. I mean, we can kind of judge that already, right? We can go to the Woo Club, my friend Greg. And he will probably, so let's see, 27 out of 56. Did he already update this? New HUDs. Thank you very much. Azabon gifted out 10 subs, brother. Holy dude. Thank you. He looks and acts like old money for sure. I don't act like old money. What even is old money? I don't think we necessarily qualify for the ability to have old money, to be honest. All right. So yeah, he didn't get the ship HUD rework or the MFD casting in here yet. I'm thinking quantum boosting comes with 4.0. I really hope it does. But this website does a decent job of telling you what kind of stuff is and is not in the game from last year's CitizenCon. There's more small things that aren't listed here. But it hits a lot of the big ones, and I think it's probably around like 60% of the stuff right now. He's a Hurston. Now, we're more of a Shubin family, you know? For the down payment of a new house. Thank you, Mose. I appreciate that. I'm going to go up to the real estate person and be like, hey, so... what do you say I do you a favor, you do me a favor, and I just sub to your Twitch channel with like 5,000 subs? Is that enough to... Oh, yeah, that would actually... Would that be enough for a down payment? 5,000 subs? It's what, times 2.5? No, that's like $12,000. Never mind. Be like, how about I just sub to your Twitch channel 5,000 subs and we just call it a day and you give me the house? Yeah. Gonna get planets owned by orgs, a copy of Stanton, but one of the orgs is a corn joke. I think that you could see some pretty large areas of planets covered for sure, but it might not be very worth it, you know, as an org to have a bunch of land on one planet. You're missing out on resource diversity, right? Feel like a microtech family. What site is this with the checklist? I'll drop it in chat for you. Go check it out. Like I said, it's not updated for 324.2, but it does have a lot of the things that they talked about last year at CitizenCon. You feel like a nerf shot to the neck is coming? Dude, don't spawn that. Don't. I shouldn't have even read that out loud. $1,000 worth of McDonald's would be hefty. Oh, 5,000 subs costs $25,000. but Twitch would only give the streamer $12,500. You say that quantum boosting might come with 4.0. No. Don't take that as a thing. That's not something CIG said. I'm sorry. Please. I want to be very clear. That's not something CIG has said. That's my own hopes and wishes. I hope and am slightly suspicious that maybe we'll get the new quantum travel with quantum boosting in 4.0. But it's definitely not anything that CIG has ever said. If you're watching this, please understand that it's not a thing. I didn't mean to say that. No. Not confirmed. Y'all gonna get me canceled. Cover Helldivers 2 again? Have I ever covered Helldivers 2? Was that did I black out? Was that a thing? Dude, CIG owns everybody at Javelin. Let's be honest. Don't get carried away now. Come on. I guess while we're at it, Sandworm in 4.1, eh? I need my own Jared kind of disclaimer. The statements and predictions made by Space Tomato are not representative or indicative of Space Tomato Gaming, Mrs. Tomato, or the Tomate Incorporated. Why is nobody talking about the Inside Gamer article? Dude, I just talked about it. What do you mean? I think everybody should be very, very much ready for the possibility of Squadron 42 going to consoles. In fact, I think anybody who pays a lot of attention to Squadron 42 or Chris Roberts should know that Squadron 42 very well might end up on consoles. They haven't confirmed it, but I would say it's like a 90% chance that it'll at some point go to consoles. Wing Commander went to consoles, I believe. And it's just, it makes sense. Like a single player game going to console would possibly double, if not more, the sales of the game. You can't wait for the Dune movie in Star Citizen. Oh, people make crazy machinima in this game. I would expect it. Tomato is a fruit. Let's be honest. But the line is blurred. Tomatoes break the mold. They shatter the glass ceiling. Will they live stream CitizenCon on the Star Citizen channel? I think they said it will be on the YouTube channel. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, make sure to tune in live on Twitch or YouTube at the following times. So if it's on YouTube, that means they might be doing a stream at like 1440p, which would be awesome. How will they play this game on console when the high resolution bitmaps would have a hard time on any console? Hey man, I'm not a doctor. I don't know that kind of stuff, all right? Maybe you could just like map your bitmap to a lesser bit, you know? I'm imagining it's not going to be an easy port, and it would take some work, but it'd probably be worth it. Yeah, YouTube generally streams at higher resolutions. Every couple of years we get an article about how the CIG is running out of money and how their future is bleak and how awful it is to work there. Hey, okay, I'll say what I said before because I guess that was missed. The article basically goes through the details of CIG has development issues, which we all know. CIG is running a very small margin of profit versus revenue, which we all know. CIG has reorganized the company and let a lot of people go as they move more people to Manchester, which we're all pretty aware of. And there's something about Soul Singer possibly being another game. I'm not really going to speculate on that. I'm waiting for some actual information to come out about that, and so I'm leaving that one alone. I would not like if they were producing a fantasy game, but I have no freaking clue what's actually happening there. I don't take trademark applications very seriously, because generally they happen a long time before anything of note comes of them. And CIG struggles with internal work culture because Chris is micromanaging. Again, this is something we all know. And it is a big reason that we've had problems with the development of the game. None of these things are really much of a surprise, which I think is why a lot of people don't really talk that much about it when it comes out. These are the pain points of the development of this game. No game's perfect. No game has a completely smooth development cycle. And so as much as I enjoy the good parts of Star Citizen, I also acknowledge that they've got some bad parts and they've got problems they need to work through. And I'm happy to say that over the last year or two, the whispers and murmurs I've heard from behind the scenes sound like the things that have plagued this game's development over time are trying to be handled. And I think it's better to hear that they're trying to handle those things than that they're brushing them under the rug and ignoring them. So we'll see what comes of it. But to be honest, it feels like over the last year or two, they've gotten more direction and more conviction to try and bring out things to actually prove a point. And specifically, this Star Citizen 1.0 panel is likely a very big movement in that direction to say, hey, here are the realities of this development. Here are the troubles that, okay, they're not going to spin it as troubles they've run into. They're going to spin it as, here is the goal that we're setting out for a launch of Star Citizen. These are the things that we're doing. These are the things that we're not doing. Deal with it. And like, that's why I put out a video earlier this week saying that there's going to be disappointment as well as joy when it comes to this talk, because there's going to be things that we expect, that we hope for, that probably aren't going to make it for 1.0 and get added in afterward. There are probably things that we don't even know about that will be in 1.0. I'm ready to accept that. That's just the way it is. But for the most part, with this article and what's been said about it, not to get super into the specifics of it, I think that a lot of this stuff just isn't that surprising to people. That's why there's not a whole bunch of talk about it. And yeah. Henderson is fairly reliable in the industry. So while some of the stuff might be tinged with the biases of the people who are his sources, I would expect a lot of it to be fairly true. Poly counts will likely have to be lowered significantly, but the speed that stuff can get processed at with the PS5 will make it better than most PCs at Star Citizen. Yeah, I think whatever has to happen for the game Squadron to come out on consoles, both A, will be lower quality than PC in terms of graphic fidelity, and 2, should not hurt the graphic fidelity of PC at all. Like they can't hamper what we are expecting on PC just in order to get it to run on console. Those things need to branch in 2 different directions if they need to do that. Wonder if Soul Singer is going to affect SC development. Well, it depends on what it is. Who knows what it is? Undoubtedly, if they're working on it at CIG, it will have some effect. What if CIG is publishing someone's games as a way to bring in more income? That would be interesting and or weird. Slight nitpick though, technically, RSI is the publisher while CIG is the game studio. There's one dev who said CIG just rips through Office on Fridays and picks apart what they did for the last 4 days. Yo, I've heard that like some things will get worked on for months and then get scrapped. And arguably that's not a great thing. But I also don't know how common that is in the games industry. I've heard from other projects that things that get worked on for a long time also get scrapped. For f***'s sake, the entirety of Concord got scrapped the other month. There are games almost every year that come out that seem to be missing entire swaths of content that likely got scrapped by somebody who came through and said, I don't like that. Starfield has content that looks pretty obviously like it got scrapped. And I think that's kind of the pain of game development, that a lot of times you'll see stuff and then it just won't show up. And it's like, what the heck are you guys doing? And that's why you don't like to share those kinds of things with the public. Pretty sure the AI tech is called Apollo. That's a subsumption tool, yeah. This year has been a struggle morale-wise. You really hope CitizenCon brings something to feel really hyped about. The community needs a win. I just published a video about that. Already got on some people's nerves in the comments. I'm gonna start taking some pride in that, to be honest. But this year is a lot different in terms of the discussion surrounding Star Citizen, just because like it's high stakes. There's a lot of things going on. Why aren't we going to CitizenCon this year? To put it simply, the UK has very frustrating immigration laws that we just weren't really that interested in going through this year. Europe is good. UK, not as much. So it's a lot more of a painful process to do. So whether next year is in Texas or Germany or wherever it might be, as long as it's in the EU or America, we will likely be there. What time does our stream start tomorrow? What time does our stream start tomorrow? Let's see. Starts at 9 a.m. my time, which I guess is 6 a.m. UTC. So 3 hours before, yeah, 3 hours before the, oh my God, I hate that. 3 hours before the actual stream starts. So we'll have plenty of time to talk and chat and chill and play the game and all that kind of stuff. Just hanging out. You hear that a lot in the film industry, so you can see it being the same in the gaming industry. Rest in peace, Battlefront 3. Don't hurt me like that. Skull and Bones was a scrapped part of Black Flag. Dude, they should have just made Black Flag 2, you know? CPU creates the data point like a player locations and graphs. It all sends that CPU frame to the GPU to draw everything where its coordinates are at. Sounds like I just stepped into the middle of a conversation there. Can confirm, but as an expat living in the US. Oh, yikes. Yeah, America has really annoying immigration laws too. Oh, trust me, we know all about that as well. Can confirm. Scrapped content happens, but not constantly for the same project. It's far more likely a project is scrapped entirely than to have major features scrapped with any regularity. And that's probably the difference between having a publishing company that needs a profit posted at a specific time and a company that's just running off of crowdfunding. If you're running off of crowdfunding, you have more room to make mistakes and more room to try things and fail at them. Whereas like, man, how many games have we seen that are just like great games that have come out and not done well, maybe for their first couple of months or a year, and then investors are just, nah, forget it, scrap it all. Or better yet, how many freaking Netflix projects do we see that have like an okay first season, and the people are like, nope, didn't meet the numbers we want, scrap it. And it's like, you could just fix a little bit of the writing or like some of the production and it'd be better. That's the world we live in. And I think it's good to have both projects that can be canceled like that and also projects that can be carried on by alternate forms of funding. Hello, green olive lovers. Charles, I think you're in the wrong chat. Celebration to Ollie. Yeah, Ollie 43 having a baby this weekend. Good for him. He's having a baby while we're all watching our baby pushed further down the line. How do you feel about the hex code ship skin editor? Will they stick with skins when there's a good example of more player friendly and still successful model in Warframe? Dude, I don't know. They might have dug themselves too deep into a hole to allow for custom hex code stuff. But I certainly hope that they would allow some sort of system that allows for there to be skins they sell as well as paints. Anthem. Ah, Anthem. You can see the cult-like culture of the devs just due to the passion the whole team has. You've watched since 2014. CR changed his mind 100 times. and how they spent dev cycles needlessly. But at the same time, if you look at some of the old 2.x stuff, you understand why so much has changed. I can see that too. Leave the colting stuff to us. You guys keep the diverse viewpoints when it comes to the development. Development? The Witcher series on Netflix. It's not watchable after the main actor left. They release a new system with the Hemsworth yet? Do I recommend to get Star Citizen right now? You followed the game for a long time but never participated. Boofeed, my advice to you would be to wait a month. There will be a free period where you can play the game completely for free and try it out for yourself and make your own decisions. But also, CitizenCon is about to happen tomorrow, and that's going to give quite a bit of signal to people as to where the game is going. Now, for anybody who's watching this, I've gotten a few comments, like I said, over the last couple of weeks in my videos. I am not saying that nobody should ever buy Star Citizen. Don't know how people get that idea. What I am saying is that you should wait until it's ready for what you're looking for. And the easiest way to know if it is ready for what you're looking for is just to wait until it's free to play, so you don't have to spend money on it and then be disappointed. Probably November 15th. November 21st. I would come back, like set a reminder to go check the main website November 21st or 22nd, and there will probably be a free play period starting that goes all the way through Thanksgiving. And then if you do that, you can also sign up using somebody's referral code and get like an extra ship in game or like a hovercraft or a couple extra 1,000 credits or something like that. House 324.2, you made a character and loved all the new hair options. Now let's get 4.0 drop this weekend. We can jump into the game in a couple of minutes here. I'm just trying to wait until this timer goes. I'm just going to sit here for 17 hours till this timer is over. Yeah, we have a 4-hour Evo playtest. I will probably be missing because I'll be asleep in anticipation of CitizenCon. Yeah, I'm bummed I won't be able to stream Evo, but I'd rather stream CitizenCon, to be honest. Anyone who's interested in the game and decides, yeah, you want to try this out, just buy a cheap starter pack. Pick a cheap package with a ship that looks cool and come in with the expectation that this is still more of a tech demo than a game. There you go. And if you see anybody saying otherwise in my comments, let them know. 45 bucks is all you need. That's all you need to get into this game. Don't need to spend more. Don't need to spend less. I'm not generally one to tell you how to spend your money, but like, why not play it safe? If there was like, if you wanted to get Civ 6, you could spend like $200+ on all of the different DLCs for that. But I'm going to tell somebody, spend 60 or probably like 30 something, get the base game, see if you like it, and then spend more if you do. It's the same thing with any other game. What's better for a mostly combat player, the Titan or the Cutter? I don't know the specific specs, but I would assume the Titan. Luna Maria. Hello on YouTube. Thanks for the super chat. Always good to see my favorite YouTube couple celebrating 8 months of membership. Throw me a party. Hey, we'll throw you a party in the form of a cooking stream tonight if you're still around. Happy to have you with us. We're making some, what we like to call Turkish poutine. It's literally just some Turkish meats with some fries and cheese. And onions, of course, because it's me. But we'll be chilling, talking, chatting, having a good time. Hope to see you around there. Can't wait to get base building and sit doing nothing but making a massive base for your whole org. We'll need enough space for a couple Polarises. Might I interest you in joining our org? We definitely need our base builders out there. Where is my referral code? It should be in the description of the stream. We actually have a website. If you just type in jointomato.com, we've created a website that instead of using my referral code, it points you towards any of our supporters' referral codes of a certain tier. So they get those rewards. We don't need them. We've had our rewards or our referrals. I've done my part. So yeah, jointomato.com if you want to make a profile. You don't even have to buy the game yet. You can just make a profile right now and then come back later and get a package. Makes it actually easier, I guess. And yeah, that'll get you a little referral bonus when you sign up. Cutter is newer, yeah. You have one of the best productions, value quality clips on YouTube about Star Citizen. Is it already your main income source? Yes. This is all we do. Me and Mrs. Tomato have put everything we have over the last 4 years into Space Tomato Gaming, into building the community, making the Orga thing.
You rock. You know that?
Making the YouTube videos, the YouTube channels, the Twitch streams, all of that it's all of what we do. So support is appreciated, but that's why we try to keep the quality high, because we have we've put the time and the means towards it, and we want to try and deliver the best we can. So thank you. Lifting the NDA is a wild move after the last playtest. Not sure what they're thinking. Dude, they just want 4.0 hype out there. We can hire you. Well, we do have our own industry division in our org, so I don't know. They might not like that competition. Lord Skippy, though, thank you for the super chat, dude. The garden is waiting in line for registration. There must be 1,000 people in line already, and registration is not even open yet. Holy crap. That's a lot, man. I remember when we went last year, it was very easy to get through, as long as you got there a little earlier. Thank you. Thank you very much. Hey, Mrs. T. Ferrister. Hey, buddy. My man Ferrister's going out to CitizenCon this year. I feel like a whole bunch of people are going to get to see his face before I ever do. Bum bum. Are you ready for this CitizenCon, Ferrister? What are you most excited to see? Oh my gosh, we just jumped forward an hour and a half. Oh yeah, we're super patient with each other. We love each other. It's good times. We like spending the time together. Appreciate you're not negative at all about Star Citizen. You're fair on judgment, and it makes listening to your content very relaxing about a game you know is broken in ways but you still love. You know, I try to give criticisms where I can. I will say this, in the last probably 2 weeks, I have been called a Star Citizen hater and negative about this game and creating drama, and just like completely turned my back on this game more times than in the entirety of the rest of my YouTube time. And that honestly, it kind of like shifts your perspective of talking about the game. But I know that I'm critical about some things and super overly positive about other things, just like anybody else is probably about the things that they love. So I don't really mind it too much, but thank you for the kind words. Hey, I saw the Subnautica 2 teaser. very excited. It sounds like they're doing multiplayer, so maybe I'll actually try that game out because I can have somebody that like holds my hand through all the challenging parts. Because I want to play Subnautica, but it scares the absolute out of me. The moment you saw the title, your hand instinctively twitched towards the dislike before realizing it's sarcasm. I think most people will miss that. Unfortunately, maybe I should change the title. I just wanted to have a fun, like I wanted to have fun with the title of this most recent video. And already in the comments, people are like, ah, clickbait. Why are you clickbaiting, you little I'm like, guys, it's a joke. It's a joke. I can't be any more clear about it. I posted something like 5 reasons why the discussion is different. And then in parentheses afterward, it says, number 4 will blow your mind. And I fear how many people might actually take it seriously that number 4 will blow their mind. For the record, number 4 is Squadron 42. It's not that big a deal. Mose DK, thank you for the sub, mate. Resubbing with your prime. Appreciate you. Jillian Anderson just got our goodies bag. Skippy, is there anybody else in this game that you care about, or is it just Jillian Anderson? Should we just replace every person in the casting list with Jillian Anderson's name?
I already know the answer to this.
Lieutenant Commander Colton, played by Jillian Anderson. Captain White, played by Jillian Anderson. Main player, played by Jillian Anderson. What's my favorite starting location in Stanton? I would say New Babbage. I love it out there. It's good times. Good on not letting hype run away. Dude, tomorrow though. Tomorrow all bets are off. I'm pretty bad during CitizenCon. Okay, I wasn't on the camera last year during CitizenCon. I was in the crowd, so I was able to just let loose and nobody noticed. I don't know what's gonna happen, okay? I get excited when I see cool space stuff. Yeah, I love Super Mac, brother. Good guy, good guy. Do you think that concierge level should let your cash shop ships should let your cash shop ships to keep all upgrades and give you rollover of armor and AUEC? Wait. Cash shop ships give you rollover of armor and AUEC. No. I'm not a huge fan of spending more money in this game and getting in-game rewards already. I don't really like the sound of that. Jillian Anderson, played by Mark Hamill. Lieutenant Colton, played by Jillian Anderson, played by Mark Hamill. I'm just a lady playing a dude playing another dude. No, it's not a girl from the community. It is a very famous actress, mostly known from the X-Files. Cheez-Its or Doritos? Dude, I'm a huge Doritos man. Ask me that any day of the week. It's going to be Doritos. I'm sorry. You were slapping the hell out of Newbie's arm last year. At a Newbie's arm? Like you were just finding newbies around the... Ananzi, were you finding newbies all over the place to slap? No, it's probably not true that Jillian Anderson is there. Lord Skippy is just slightly obsessed with her. Appreciate all the hard work you and Mrs. Tomato do for the Star Citizen community. Looking forward to all the coverage on this year's CitizenCon. Last year coverage got you into the game. I am looking forward to covering CitizenCon this year. I've never really done it in real time before, so it should be fun. Cantor! Hey dude, good to see you in chat. A game made by behavior has led you to hold your own hype in check when it comes to SC. They promised PlanetSide 240K. What we got was not. You don't knock down other folks' hype, but you stay vigilant. Behavior. Behavior worked on Star Citizen for a bit, I believe. They were a contractor back in like 2014. Didn't get the number 4 part. You were like, huh? Yeah, maybe I should change the title of that. I feel like people, I'm missing folks with the joke. And since my titles aren't normally jokes, maybe that's throwing people for a loop. I mean, the cast list is pretty great. Yo, the cast list for Squadron 42 is crazy. We were looking at this just the other day, and it's gnarly. What I did not know was that one of the people in the game is actually from Bridgerton. I think he plays Anthony in Bridgerton, which Mrs. Tomato was able to very quickly call out.
Yum, 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 yum.
Yeah, we need rep-based rewards in game for sure. You rock. You know that? Hey, thank you for the super chat again, Luna Maria. I hope you're not passing your quota for the month. Oh, D'Agostino, thanks for becoming a carrot, by the way, on YouTube. We got great produce in the garden. Carrots are not the least among them. I would say that's olives. Carrots are great, though. You were originally trying to do this, and the free milestone was there. Oh, yeah, you did your membership, so you're good on the quota, I bet. Okay, good to hear. You get double the attention. Just woke up after a long nap this evening, so you'll probably be here for the cooking. Yeah! It's going to be a good time. As always. You're not supposed to eat the bag in a single sitting. Dude, it's hard with Doritos. Behavior made the first version of Star Marine. That's right. Yeah. Yeah, Evo test today with no NDA. Pretty crazy. Detox said this was the place to hang out for the big Manchester con, so no pressure. Gonna pull up a seat, relax, and enjoy the show. Dude, love myself some Detox. The man's great. Actually, Detox, we might actually get a chance to talk during CitizenCon, so if you are here for the show, you might hear him. I'm gonna be calling into the people on the floor a couple times throughout the event, and hoping that Detox can get on. We'll have to see after the base building panel, I believe. Didn't even notice it was a joke. You were just like, all right. Yeah, I guess you kind of gotta stick to whatever your normal way of doing videos is, or else it just throws people off, unfortunately. I'm way more jokey on stream or in real life than I am when it comes to making my videos. So I think that probably throws people off for sure when they meet me. But yeah, I saw Detox gave the shout out. Big ups to him. Thank you for that, D. Are newbies welcome to your organization? Absolutely. No, please join us. We try to throw events enough to help anybody who's new to the game learn some of the things that are going on with it so that you can get up to a standard that you enjoy. And as you move your way up through the org, we also move up the seriousness and the expectations, so you're able to chill in the org as like a casual player who just kind of jumps in occasionally, or you could be somebody who's always in there getting certifications and getting into more serious events. Don't get Mrs. F started on Love is Blind. Oh, Mrs. Tomato watches a little bit of Love is Blind. I don't think too much recently, but it's certainly a talking point. Didn't know Bridgerton, sure we believe you. Oh, I like Bridgerton. Don't get me wrong. It's just, I don't know it that well. Yeah, no NDA means people can stream it, but just for this one today. We are not in the UK. We're in Turkey. We're right where we always are. So here's the cast. Gary Oldman, Mark Hamill, Mark Strong, John Rhys-Davies, Liam Cunningham, Gillian Anderson, Andy Serkis, Jack Houston, Sophie Wu, Ben Mendelsohn, Ian Duncan. I don't actually know who Ian Duncan is. And Henry Cavill. Who's Ian Duncan? South African actor, best known for playing the role of Todd Todmore on Broken News. Don't know the series name. I know the movie Creep, but I don't really remember it. Okay. Either way. Obviously, a lot of these other names you can kind of... you kind of recognize. I think maybe Sophie Wu or Jack Houston. I think Jack Houston is the Bridgerton boy. No, he is not. Can't remember who that is. Yeah, I actually don't really know him either. He's in Antebellum, House of Gucci, Boardwalk Empire. Whole bunch of British people, though. That's why, they're headquartered in Britain. Your friend was on the most recent season of Love is Blind? Wow. That must have been weird to watch. Wobbly, thank you for the super chat. Hype containment unit reporting in, just making sure nothing goes overboard in here so people don't get sad again. Appreciate you, buddy. Things will go overboard. You can guarantee it. I'll guarantee it. Was he the dude with half a face? I guess so. Brigadier said, noobs are very welcome. We are pretty casual. When I first joined, I just observed for a long time before even joining in events. They were patient with me, helped me get better with working with a team, and now I'm one of the active activity coaches just a year later. Yeah, and we love you for it, Brigadier. You do a great job at that. Thank you. CIG is fortunate none of the big actors died yet or had huge scandals. Yeah, in fact, some of these actors weren't as big when they got signed on. Like Henry Cavill was not near as famous as he is now when he got signed on to here. Most of these other people were, though. They were pretty big time. Any thoughts on that Tom Henderson article he wrote recently? No worries if you already covered it. Yeah, I did cover it. God, I don't even know what kind of like a timestamp you could use to go back to it, but we talked about it a little bit. I think a lot of it has like roots in what we know. And I think that like CIG has development difficulties, which is probably not a surprise to anybody. All right. Since I don't really feel like talking about CitizenCon anymore, we can talk about it tomorrow morning before the stream starts. Why don't we jump into 324 Live? We'll keep chatting, and while we're chatting, we'll check out how this newest patch is going. Don't buy the Zeus B5. You got a C1 and an MSR. You're good to go. Now's the best time to release Squadron 42. It would shine a good light on CIG despite that article. I mean, I don't think that article really does much to change the outlook on CIG. Yes, the rumors of a fantasy game is not something we knew, but again, I don't consider that really confirmed in any way. Woo, new character customizer. I'm not really going to spend time on customizing my character, but I will give myself some hairs. Probably some of the hairs that I like. Although this looks still like a little glitched out, like it's not supposed to look like that. Like, it looks brown. Why does it look brown? Make it black.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Okay. That's good enough for me. Let's jump into, since this is live, I'm going to stick to our normal space, Area 18. That's where our org signs in. Yo, B5, thanks for becoming a member on YouTube. Make sure to check out our exclusive videos while you're on the page. They're right there on the homepage. Did I watch the Zeus video? I did. I think it was cool. It's a cool video, and I love that they're putting more lore into the like the videos and trailers and stuff. But I feel like
You rock. You know that?
a lot of people aren't going to understand that trailer because you kind of have to know the lore of what's going on to really get the trailer. Good video. Maybe not super clear to people though what exactly it's supposed to be. Ferris Straw, I'll catch you later, dude. Enjoy your time at CitizenCon. Appreciate you dropping by.
Toes.
I'm just gonna grab some throwaway armor real quick. And we can go out and maybe run a mission and see how the game's performing. Tyrus! Oh, don't need a tractor beam. Okay, game is deciding I do need a tractor beam.
You rock. You know that?
Tyrus! Dude, I always have a gun, but I don't have ammo. That always just ruins me. Supposit, this marks your official return to the GII community. Yo! Welcome back,
rock.
my friend.
You know that?
Thanks for jumping back in. Leon, thank you for the super chat. What's the furthest out you think CIG would set and publicly announce a Squadron 42 release date? More than 12 months? You really enjoy the streams. First of all, thank you for joining these streams. Appreciate you being here. Thank you for the super chat. It means a lot. I don't think they would announce a release date if it was further than 12 months out. I don't even think we'll get a release date. I think more of a window. Tom Henderson is a known games journalist in the industry. Pretty reliable, pretty good at his work. I've read his stuff for years and considered it to be pretty on point. If the return of an old friend is going to be Jax, then you're going to be peeved. Who would you prefer it be? Time to get up and get on as well. Got to stay awake to do your exam. You taking a test on Squadron 42? Kidding. Good luck with your exam. Thanks for dropping by. All right, gonna grab some ammo. We'll go and like run a bunker mission and see how the AI is performing and everything. Gonna grab some C-54 ammo. Wait, is there no really no C-54? Okay. I guess we'll get a P-8R. Or P-8SC. And there's no P-8 here either. The heck, what guns do you carry? Oh, here's a C-54. Old friend is totally Tony Z. That'd be funny. You bought the Sitcon pack for the P8 ARs. Oh, that's what I should try and use. I have not tried that at all in the game yet. One day you take them out to the bunker, you lost them both just trying to get them out to use them for the first time. Not gonna lie, that's pretty funny. Man, there's too many guns here now. I need to stop buying weapons. I already have plenty here. Guessing it's towards the end here? Yeah, here we go. Alright, now I need ammo for it though. P8 AR and P8 SC. It's not lost on me that I might end up enjoying the P8 AR as much as I enjoy the P8 SC. I do like the P8 SC a lot. Did you notice Andrasia from Starfield always hanging around your floor? What? In this game? Are you funding another Polaris for Tomato or something? I would literally never buy a Polaris. I have so little use for that. Kinda hope the old friend is Tessa Bannister. That would be cool, but she's never been at CitizenCon, right? What's up, MGL? I love the S71. It's time to see if the P8 AR is a better option than the S71. You're betting on the worm? That'd be an interesting old friend to bring on. Old friend? I didn't really consider him a friend, you know? It's a little rude. Let's see what our server frame rate looks like. Currently, we are looking at... Oh, okay, good. A FPS of about 3 to 4. Exactly what we expect. Miles Eckhart. Yeah, I think the mission giver from CitizenCon was Clovis Darneely. What if the old friend is just the Hornet sitting in the main lobby? Oh my god. That'd be the worst. The line for the goodies bag is insane for CitizenCon. Let's see, what's getting posted? Getting a lot of pictures posted in the CitizenCon channel on our Discord. All kinds of stuff. Invite to party F, nice. And leaks channel. I love how the leaks, the Star Citizen leaks channel is basically just like a general news channel at this point. They just post stuff that's public. People on my Discord are constantly like, why is this labeled leak? Marco, are you the person who posted the comment on my video to tell people to go read that article instead of watching the video? We've talked about the article. If you post that message one more time, I'm going to consider it spam and time you out. Please don't. The old friend is just going to be Sandy Roberts. I don't think she's been that much at CitizenCon either. Crazy that 3 to 4 FPS is what we expect. Man, I'm really gonna be so jazzed, and I don't say jazzed very much, but I'm gonna be so jazzed if server meshing consistently gives us a higher server frame rate in this game. Oh, I need to turn VSync back on. Gross. That screen be towering. No, Sandy Roberts is an actress. Think they need a new terminal, having more like 5 ships make it rough to find what you want. Oh, definitely. The ASOP fleet manager needs to be redesigned, for sure. What does jazzed mean? Positively whelmed, we'll say. Old friend is around the verse. Watch him be like, we're done with Inside Star Citizen. We're gonna bring back around the verse now. It's the time. Right, she used to have the opening welcome to CitizenCons, but that just doesn't seem... That doesn't seem like something they'd put on the schedule like that. By the way, hello, Nazaris. Do I think that Squadron will be in the first half of 2025? No, I don't. Ah, love these giant, absolutely massive hangars for my small ships. I do have a G-Sync monitor. I think I have a G-Sync monitor. Honestly, I don't know. But I don't think I have it turned on in my graphics card settings. Legendary friend is Levski. Oh, but they wouldn't even need to tease that. We know we'll see Levski. Beyond Pyro. What else is Beyond Pyro besides Nyx? Obviously, you know, there are a couple of the systems that could be, but... No Zeus in sight. Yeah, I didn't buy that. I've got old Trusty here. Make sure I got my ammo. And pistol. Oh, I didn't bring a freaking med pen. Dang it. I always do this. Oh, who's asking Mrs. Tomato to shoot me, and why would you do this? What was my favorite meal of the week? Oh, dude, we had great food while Skippy was here. There she is. The old friend is... Ah! Don't point it at me.
Did it work?
No. An old friend must... Mark Hamill.
What's going on?
Haha! Sabotage.
Broken.
My sabotage has worked. I have stopped her from her from her evil bids. Ow! What the heck? What? You can't. Ow! There's only one shot.
Double shot.
That's cheating.
No.
She cheated. Jax isn't really at CitizenCon though. That's the one kind of throw off there. Why does this say audio enabled? Keep started target status on there since we're in SCM. The old friend is the economy. Brother, don't hurt us like that. considering getting a PTV in game to just drive up and down it. Oh, confirmed CIG made extra large hangars just so they could sell more PTVs. What's the #1 most copium thing you hope they talk about at CitizenCon? Yours is AI blades and NPC crew. That's a pretty high one. That's not bad. Not bad at all. Copium for me would be the economy coming in with 4.0 or Terra next year. Something like that. Oh, Ketchup Gamer, yeah, we owe you a shot, because I never got shot, Mrs. Tomato. You gotta make up for that one. So I guess I'm getting shot again. If that ever happens, thank you for the reminder. You're supposed to get your credits back, or I guess I get shot again. Because yay. Clear claim jumpers.
For you, ketchup. More ketchup.
Ah.
Right in the arm.
Yay. Thank you. What did I do? Your country's most valuable item? We put delicious meats on it. Bro, don't even get me started with what people do to pizza in this world. The old friend could be that Comstat girl that we used to... Yeah, Tessa Bannister. Which meats? Doner and Kavurma. Big yums. It's also not real poutine. It's just no cheese curds. There's no gravy. That's just what I like to call it, because it's yums. We'll get proper poutine when we get back to North America. So I'm not getting any mercenary missions here. What's up with that? Like, there's not a single... Are all the FPS missions now in the bounty hunting contract tab? Yeah, the CitizenCon streams are going to be very long. 12 hours tomorrow. Probably around like 9 hours the next day. I want, okay. Yeah, so here's some rec site stuff. Guess we could do this out on Lyria on the ground. Don't save for sing mode. Don't do that. That's not a good idea. How many guns are pilot controlled in the C1? Let's see. I got 4. Wow, but I do not have, I need way more power to weapons. There we go. Yeah, 4 weapons. Okay, before we go take this mission, just in case I do die, I'm going to set my spawn at Baishini. One time you had a deep dish donato pizza with tzatziki because you decided to be a degen that day. It was fire. Dude, sounds fire. I think they went back to the single trigger thing, or... Oh, contract complete. What the heck? Somebody just kill my target? Dang it. Fly a better ship like the Zeus. No, I'm not a scrub, dude. I earn my ships in game. It's not true. I own this ship out of game, so. How is the patch so far? It's been treating me well so far. I haven't really done much. But it seems to be doing okay as far as Star Citizen goes. Ooh, new clouds. Because the planets are so small, the clouds look freaking massive. Yikes. Got some frame rate problems there. Might be the radar, though. Looking forward to playing more with the org after 4.0 drops. We will have a lot more activity going on after 4.0 drops. Best believe it. Your dream for this CitizenCon is for Aaron Roberts to look at the crowd and say that Squadron drops before Christmas of next year. That'd be solid. I wouldn't mind that. Bounty Hunting V2 is kind of on the back burner, I believe. Come on, Door. Simon on the train to Manchester right now. Any other Star Citizens on the train with you? To be honest, it would be rather sad if Squadron was at CitizenCon next year. I hope it releases before then. Did Brian Chambers spoil something last year? Nice. Your dad's ahead of there getting you the good stuff. Dude, is that a little family endeavor, CitizenCon? That's awesome. Ginger Prince, good to see you. Hope you're having a good day too. Performance is doing okay for me in 324.2. Just setting my spawn and getting a couple of med pens before we get off to some combat. He said that Squadron was feature complete before Chris could announce it. Watch it be like Chris had to announce it because Chambers said it. We weren't actually feature complete, dude. Now I have to say it on stage, man. Except they had the whole video ready for it, so. Do I have my PC specs listed anywhere? I think if you type in kit, exclamation point kit, that'll bring it up. I really need to get that command working though, so that you guys can easily pull it up. 10#42 will actually be calling in to this stream as well tomorrow during the show. Need armor? Dang it. Hate it when I do that. The name of the org is Garden Interstellar Initiative. You should be able to find it in the description underneath the stream on YouTube, or by typing an exclamation point org on Twitch to make it pop up. Or if you want to apply, you can just go to gii.app on your internet browser of all the interwebs. Yeah, I don't think there's an armor shop here. I thought there was. Clothing, ship weapons, Platinum Bay, Noodle Shop, administration. Oops. Yeah, I don't think there's a armor and weapon shop here. unfortunately. So I guess we're going at it unarmored. You don't like flying the raft? Why not? Board Gamer's supposed to be at CitizenCon this year, yeah. Think Board Gamer's there. Think Super Mac is there. Ferrister is there. How bad is it running? Right now, game's running pretty good. I look pretty cute anyways, right? You've been on the same server for 6 hours. Not bad. What settings am I running? I am running DLSS in performance mode. Not running Vulkan though. Maverick, thank you for cheering that 1 bit for us. CitizenCon Hype. Appreciate you, dude. Alright, so I guess we're taking another bounty mission since it just canceled it out for me for no reason. Did I at least get like the rep for that? Ah, protect site. Okay, here we go. That makes things easy. Let's pray that I don't actually shoot the good guys.
Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
No, I won't. Screw your landing bay. I got business to attend to. Why'd they change the OM points to circles? I don't think Board Gamer's wife is having a baby. Only 43 is. Hopefully next year Spacemate will get to the UK. Well, it won't be in the UK next year, so we won't even have to worry about it. Oh, I didn't even check if the freight elevators were working. Sorry about that. Do we even need quantum markers with the new quantum system? We need some markers, maybe not OM points. Cult with the 100 bits. The garden grows, my friend. And it's great to see, isn't it? Last time you played was a medical update was released. 3.15. I believe that was. Yeah, Tiberius, they changed a lot of the quantum markers. UI in general is getting good overhauls this year. Will I be streaming the Evo test today? No, I won't be on. I'm going to be getting some sleep in anticipation of CitizenCon. But I'm sure it'll be good times. Too bad they do all the tests so late. I would appreciate some landing lights though, CIG. Like I know the Zeus is the new pretty, but the C1 is still the best ship in the game, and the best ship in the game does deserve some landing lights, you know? Naturally. Good to see the flight radar actually working. Yeah, the radar is a lot more powerful now.
Yum, 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 yum.
All right, let's see how this thing does. I love a single fire DMR. So I look forward to testing this thing out. Do I have any sights? I do. Why don't we take this sight and put it on the AR? Gives me callbacks to Halo. Nah, I don't think you can buy this gun in game just yet. Got it with the CitizenCon goodies pack, which was lovingly gifted by Mihai. Much appreciation. Thank you so much for that, by the way, man. You are now a...
Hey, fuck my tomatoes up!
Oh, we got NPCs outside. I forgot this was a thing now. Don't know if that's security or what, though. Hey. What you doing? They broke the lights on the C1? How dare them? Rig! I see Rig in the chat. Be able to wake up tomorrow to the redacted news. It's gonna be a lot of news tomorrow. You'll be able to get this in game at some point. Just at the absolute moment right now. It's in the goodies pack, I believe. Combat music. Let's go. Ooh, it's got some stopping power on it. Hold on a second. Dang! I just single shot at that guy in the shoulder. Dude, this thing lays waste to these guys. Oh my god. They're gonna have to nerf this thing. What the hell? Toes. You gotta pay 30 bucks to get the rifle back. I think I can go without it for a little while.
Toes.
Toes, toes, toes. Toes, toes, toes. Holy crap, man. I do like a powerful DMR, but this just makes the battle too easy. Yeah, this thing's gonna hurt when NPCs have it. I do use the Toby, and I absolutely recommend it. I have a blast with it. It's very useful for both in-game and out-of-game productivity. But I might be a bit of a shill because I enjoy it so much, not gonna lie. I mean, it's not like the first thing you should get for your build, but it's certainly a useful peripheral to have if you've built up the kind of whole setup that you like. I also have a code. If you want to use that, you'll get a 5% discount off, but I think there's a 15% discount sort of promo going on right now. Yeah, like it works for Windows. So like this logs into the whole Windows Hello system. My computer logs me in before I even have a chance to reach for my keyboard. I sit down and it logs in. If I'm using like a card online and it wants to do facial recognition, it just reads my eyes and approves stuff like that. It's really nice. Wasn't there another person out here? What happened to them? Dude, that was so fast. Didn't loot for Vandul. Vandul, what? Is there like a Halloween thing going on? Yeah, it works with Windows Hello. It's really nice. And then like you can see, oh, I guess it doesn't work when I'm in the game like this. So you can see right here, I'm not controlling it. I'm just looking at a different window. So if you have the eye tracker, you can just look at whatever window it is you want to open, and it'll jump to that window for you. There's like little things that it integrates with Windows to make things a little easier. Mainly that Windows Hello functionality is nice, though. Oh, Halloween helmets. All right, I'll loot the next one to see if we get one. You were going so well not buying one so far. I mean, you know, you can always wait on it. It's not going anywhere. If you do buy one, though, do please use our code. It tells Toby that we actually do kind of help them out a bit. And it makes them like us more. I hear they're really, really... they have favorites in the onions and carrots, and we're trying to convince them that tomatoes are also quite a helpful vegetable / fruit. And, you know, when you use our code, sends the right message. All right, let's take another mission. Maybe one that allows us to... Ooh, boarding action in progress. You know what? Why not? I haven't taken this mission in a long time. Let's see if the C1 can handle some combat. Should you use your credits to get a C1 upgrade and a goodie bag, or wait till next paycheck and get a Zeus? If you really got to get something... I don't know. Depends on what you want to use the ship for. The mission was broken last patch. Now's a good chance to see if it still is. I can't wait to see what the Volt Parallax weapons look like, how they function in game. Exciting that they're getting a little bit more into some of the weird weaponry we've been seeing for a long time, but haven't really gotten to actually use. Control the camera with your mouth. I don't think that's a thing. Oh, I'm in the C1 right now. Best ship in the game, baby. Do I think fear of missing out will draw a lot more funding this year? Fear of missing out on what? I mean, fear of missing out always draws plenty of funding to this game. I don't know if there's anything in particular that they have to get people with. A combat variant of the Apollo. I would love an exploration variant of the Apollo, but I don't think it'll ever happen. Oh, there's a tall cloud. Holy crap. They're not making this easy. Oh, you mean for face over IP? No, the eye tracker does not work with face over IP. Yeah, it's basically the ES, huh? Dude, these clouds, holy crap. Oh, we're coming up right on the 890 jump here. Quantum cancel, like right here. That puts me in pretty good range. Zuciel is indeed in the game in this patch. Looks like the marker is working. This is 24.2. But yeah, 4.0 will be in Evocati without any sort of NDA tonight. Guess it's the best they can do since it's not live yet, you know? They're like, well, we can at least let people look at it. Can't tell. Oh, 890 is spawning in. Any ships around here to give us some trouble? There we go. Gladius? Hornet. Oh, these used to be just Cutlass. Let's put in additional torch shields. And give him a looky-loo. Oh, maybe I should be in combat, though. Whoa, wait. Is there a different button for countermeasures now? Oh, I was in nav mode. I'm just dumb. That was a bad move on my part. Okay, we're good. Jeez. Wow, I kind of messed up there. Oh my god, the desync is not great. Holy crap.
Toes.
He's all over the place. What the?
Nom, 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 nom.
He's using hacking evasive maneuvers. This is that Haxor guy. At least he got size 4, so I don't actually have to hit him that many times. Oh my god. He must have hacked master modes. That's why he can move like this. Ouch! All right. Back to the ship for the better part. Time to put the P8 to the test. They have quantum shift drives. Man, I wish the C1 had a airlock. Be called like a vacuum lock now. Whoops. Not used to a ship this big. At least not for this mission. Fire rate on the P8 is like probably 1 point something per second, I was thinking. Come on, doors. Planning on exploring Pyro in your Apollo Medevac. You'd definitely like an Explorer Focus 2, but not combat. Yeah, combat would be a weird touch for that ship. I'm in. I might be wrong. You'll see the fire rate right now, and you can judge for yourself. Oh, it's security, isn't it? Brother, are you good or bad? That looks like security. Hey, we cool? Hey. Wish we had FPS scanning. Be much easier to identify who these people actually belong to. Hey. You good? Whoa! Who shot me? Dude, god dang it. Broken freaking game. Alright, so... the difficult part about this is that they come around behind you up top here. And I don't want them to be able to get a beat on me, but I'm still dealing with this dude. Oh yeah, it's definitely faster. It's probably 2 or 3 per second. God. Great that these guys literally take one shot. Weaklings. Hey, we got fire extinguishers in the 890. Oh, cool. Here's our hacking thingy. And it looks like I was too late for that. Okay. Yeah, this is 324.2. Just saw the ship he was fighting desyncing a ton. Yeah, the desync is not great right now. Bro, are you gonna help? Jesus, I can't even, like, tell who's bad and who's good here. Sorry to tickle you like that. Thought you would die. Anybody chilling in the pool? Just taking a quick dip? This is not 1.0. No, I would say we're very, very far removed from 1.0. If this is 1.0... oh, that would suck. Ooh. I do like this pistol. I could use that pistol too. Might as well take some of that stuff with it. And I will put a silencer on the rifle. That sounds like fun. If I can. Does it fit on there? No, I don't think it fits on there. I'll just take it for later. Brother, you're gonna get yourself shot. Ah, somebody else asking for Mrs. Tomato to shoot me. How kind.
I am someone.
I'm shooting other people right now that you can't shoot me. That's just rude. Ah! Not at the head! Ow! God! Why? What did I ever do to deserve that? Why do you guys ask for me to be shot? It's just rude.
Big one.
Oh, that's awkward. What the heck was that? He enjoys that far too much. You know, you get some of the, I get it all back in the form of delicious fries in a little bit, so it's okay with me. All right. I don't think that was a weapon jam. I think the game just glitched. I won't be on for the Evo patch now. Oh. That dude was not very aware of an elevator door opening in front of him. You can tell how slow this server is by how late the elevator opens. Dude, this thing's got a pretty solid amount of recoil. Or at least kickback. I mean, it doesn't, like, go all over the place. But I definitely can't just sit here and fire without recompensating. All right, let's see if they've got any of these helmets. Man, this stuff's taking forever to load. I think that's a no. I'm using the P8 AR right now. This might be interesting. Whoa! Where from? Get wrecked, dude. Just tag one right in between the eyes. I'm trying to find a scope that fits the P8. Brother! Where are these guys coming from? I'm trying to loot. What? Why does it say my water level is down? Excuse me? Is he dead? He come out of here?
Yum, 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 yum.
You're a dick. Bro, how am I dehydrated from getting shot? What is this? Oh, that's blood? Like I'm bleeding? Okay. How do I stop myself from freaking bleeding? What? I'm just gonna bleed out? Ah! Wait. There's a medical bed here. Holy crap. Open! Open! Come on! Yes, give me care. Let's go! Ooh, we can also hear our little wound here. Game knowledge! The hemomed pen treats bleeding? Okay, good to know. Guess that's why you carry a medical tool on you.
Wow.
That was, I almost just ended up being one of these dead bodies. Like you, buddy. Hey. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much. What the? You got superpowers, bro? Am I not actually hitting him? What's going on? He's invincible! Jeez. Impressive strategy. Alright, we got one more. Somewhere. Yeah, let's take a look at my big scope. Oh my god. That's a bit much. That's a little overkill. Maybe somebody has a more normal kind of scope. I'll take that pistol. Little flash hider. That's fun. Yeah, I don't want to use this scope. This is like ridiculous. That's an unfortunate way to die. Hey, anybody else got a better scope in here that I could use, maybe? No. No. Yeah, if I had a lovely combat helmet, I'd be better off. I ain't no punk, though. Ah, I got a suppressor. So now this thing's silenced. Huh. That's very quiet.
Yum, 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 yum.
Ah, that'll be better. I would like you here instead. Take this. Oh, they're both ×8 anyways. Oh, cool. Now I have no scope. System? I have a 7800X3D. Oh, Jesus. No, give me that back. Give me back my gun. Why'd you pick this thing up? I don't want this. What the hell? I want your disgusting P8SC. I have a 7800X3D, 3080 Ti, 32 gigs of RAM, and I'm on an SSD. Alright, I guess we're just gonna go without this scope. I'm thinking the last person is probably up on EVA. So we can head back up, exit the airlock on the other side, and see if we can find him. Will I get the 50 series? Hell no. I'll get the 50 series in a couple of days or a couple of years when I might be able to afford that. I would like to be able to just have a computer in America that we can use, because right now, every time I go back and forth, we have to take the, we have to take this one, and, like, I don't know if you can see it here. It's a 3080 right here. It's really freaking big. And it takes up like half a suitcase. So I'd love to be able to just have one there in my parents' house. Just moving back in with my parents in California. Yo, this thing's telling me I got one more person to kill. You should probably get out of here before I decide it's you. But like, have you seen any pirates around here? You have to take your monitor with you? I'm just gonna check and see if he's outside. Sometimes they're outside the ship. Okay, apparently not. You gonna get the 4080? You looked at the 4090 prices yesterday. I like to just like get whatever the last generation is if possible. We were lucky enough to somebody gifted this to us, heavily discounted, or else I'd just still be on my 1080 Ti, to be honest. Very grateful. Shout out to the man, the myth, the legend, for putting us in touch with this thing. Walk-in fridge? Really? In the hot tub? Why are these pirates hanging out in such weird places? Not in the hot tub. Alright, we'll check the fridge. To be honest, this patch is running better than I thought it was, with some of the talk about it early on. And maybe it's just the server I'm on, but even the aha! Gotcha. Just checking the cushiness of that bed, I understand. Even the server I was on, or even the server I'm on is not running particularly well, but it's still fairly smooth as far as Star Citizen is concerned, so better than I thought it would be running. Still not as good as I'd like. Mission complete. What panel are you guys most excited for CitizenCon tomorrow? What's got you in a huff, in a Hufflepuff? Beyond Pyro base building. Oi. Squadron. Yeah, I think the most exciting thing that's going to happen this weekend is Squadron 42, but it's going to be good to hear about Star Citizen 1.0. Probably a little disappointing, a little bit fun. All kinds of feelings. Communication panel? Ah. Nah, I didn't take the skull helmets. I'll leave them for somebody else.
Engines on.
Yeah, Squadron will do a lot better job of introducing us to the lore than Star Citizen ever has. But I do hope that they start to get more of the lore into Star Citizen 2. Star Citizen 2, as opposed to Star Citizen 1. I like the C1 compared to the Zeus. I just like the size of it, I think, a bit more. I guess they're the same size, but I think the interior of the C1 is a little bit more fitting for a single person as opposed to 2 or 3. But as far as like this is like my daily driver kind of ship. I think that for pure exploration, I would probably go with the Zeus. It's a little bit more defensible, and it's got a little bit more cargo space in it. Although I don't think, does the ES have more cargo space than the C1? because the CL is a different kind of story than the ES. Whichever talks about the remaining features from last CitizenCon. Well, they're not planning on doing that. They just want to get those into the game. No point in talking about what we already know about. Except like base building. I guess that'll be from the last CitizenCon. Why is it better than the Cutlass? I don't know if it is statistically better. I like the layout and design of it better. It doesn't have a turret though. The Cutlass does. So you got that. CitizenCon starts at I think 9 a.m. UTC. What am I most excited for? Probably the Squadron stuff as well. But I'm really interested in finally getting a more solidified idea of what they have planned for Star Citizen 1.0. I think that's really important that they get that out for people to summarize and rely more heavily on and set better expectations for this game.
Yum, 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 yum.
Toes!
Thank you, and please visit again.
No, I'm landing, good sir.
Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
I will be live tomorrow, yeah. I'm going to be streaming for the entire thing. I'll be live pretty early before it starts. And then I will be live during the event, doing some watching and some talking and some speculating and some cheering and all that jazz. And then we'll be live for a little bit afterward. Most exciting thing about 1.0, regardless of which features make the cut, is that they'll actually be a polished game. Well, yeah, somewhat polished. I just got handed my microphone. Folks, we are about to head over to the cooking stream. It says Turkish poutine on there. It's not. There's no cheese curds involved, okay? But me and Mrs. Tomato are going to be jumping into the kitchen and both YouTube and Twitch. I'll be live. We're going to be jumping into the kitchen today to make some delicious dinner together and having some drinks with you all. How about we have a little drinking game? Every time somebody asks us about the article that came out today, we all take a drink and see how quickly we die. No, but really, it should be a good time. Come on over. Keep asking questions. We'll talk a bunch about CitizenCon and what we expect and what we hope to see and all that stuff. But we will be hanging out in the kitchen for that rather than sitting in front of a computer playing a game. Either way, I hope this was a decent look into how the performance of this patch is going, how 3.24.2 is going, some Star Citizen, CitizenCon hype, all that jazz. It's definitely... Well, we'll talk about it tomorrow morning before we really get into things, and hopefully we'll call into the Discord server with our people on the ground and get some looks at what's going on with the lines lining up and how the show floor looks and all that jazz. But for now, thank you all for joining. Oh, excuse me. Thank you all for joining me. If you are on Twitch, you will get thrown into the stream over there, so you don't have to do anything. If you're on YouTube, the link is getting dropped in the chat right now over to Mrs. Tomato's Twitch channel. Please come join us. It's good times. We just chill and talk just like I'm doing here. But it'll be a little bit more back and forth with me and the missus and some cooking. And I'm hungry. Oh, and drinking. I need a refill. Anyways, bring your CitizenCon questions. Bring your CitizenCon talks. And yes, you can even ask about the article over there. We can actually talk about that if you'd like. Anyways, everybody, thank you so much for being here. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you all tomorrow for CitizenCon. It's going to be a good time. or a bad time. Either way, it'll be a time, and I can't wait to spend it with you. Catch you later, folks. Poutine. Have a good day. See you in like a minute. Bye-bye.